We're at Lancaster Park, ready for Shell Ranfurly Shield action. Now, these two top South Island teams have had similar records this season. Canterbury have lost just 4 of 17 played, one of those a non-championship game against Otago, the others in the MPC against Auckland and Wellington. This puts Canterbury third in the MPC, but they're still not secure in the top 4. Otago have just 5 losses from 18 games, 2 in the Super 10 and 3 in the MPC to North Harbour, Counties and Auckland. This means they're tied 4th with Counties. It's vital they win by more than 6 to play the semi-finals. Are you sitting back and relaxed? Good, because now we're ready for Shell Ranfurly Shield action from Lancaster Park. Otago against Canterbury. Otago at full strength with Josh Kronfeld back. Canterbury with 1 or 2 key changes. Here's Keith with the teams.
Canterbury had been hit hard by injury before today, picking a side which originally had 4 of their Shield heroes out of the team. But today, late in the piece, it's either a speedy recovery or maybe it was gamesmanship all week. But Angus Gardner, number 7, is in after originally being out. And so is number 2, Matt Sexton, who left the field against Wellington last week. The other players out are Simon Forrest and Alan Prince, replaced by Shane Philpott and Daryl Gibson. Canterbury captained again by the ex-Otago man, Mike Brewer. Otago have a crack backline. All of them have been All Blacks development players or trialists this year, and the forwards are a top set at full strength. Number 7, Josh Kronfeld is back, replacing Tane Randall, and they're only really missing Brendan Timmins from their number 1 lineup. He's been out though for some weeks, and Justin Cullen has come in and played well in recent games. Otago captain today by number 2, David Latter. Well, it is simply a superb atmosphere here in Lancaster Park. For over 3 hours, a huge crowd has gathered on the embankment to see these young men from Canterbury, including 21-year-old Andrew Mertens, defend the Ranfurly Shield. And what an atmosphere there is in the park for everybody. Referee is Colin Hawke. Otago in the blue are the challengers. It's a sunny afternoon, a slightly slippery ground, and straight away we see embodied in these players some of the intensity of a superb build-up. Former All Black captain Stu Wilson, what do you think of the last 3 hours, Stu? Forget about the next 1.5 hours.
Well, I think the 17,000 people up here on the embankment would be the loudest crowd I've ever heard. There they are. If you can squeeze another fan in there, that'll be a remarkable thing, because they're here to watch this battle of the mainland.
There's going to be a lot of pressure in the front rows today. Canterbury think they've got the front row and the scrum. Sexton is in there. So too is Angus Gardner. Everybody is shouting on the field because the atmosphere is so noisy. Stu Forster, number 9. Straight out to Stephen Basham, the ex-Cantabrian. Philpott waits. Gardner, number 7, got the bounce. Graham Basham, his brother. Andrew Mertens. John Timu. What an atmosphere. It's absolutely white hot. Otago have it. It's been 37 years and 3 days since they had the Ranfurly Shield. Forster. Steve Basham. Mark Ellis, this brilliantly talented backline. Early pressure is on the holders. Timu. Mayer-Hoffler and Mertens with the tacklers. Forster. Latter, the Otago captain. 22-metre line. Forster handles it yet again. What a beginning by the challengers. Jeff Wilson. The ball is in touch. Unbelievable atmosphere, Wayne Graham.
Yes, unbelievable, Keith. Look at the crowd. They're really getting stuck into this. I haven't seen a start like this in a game for some time. It was going to be so important for Otago to start well, and they've done just that.
Sexton, who's also in the game today. Rich driving to the line. They held him up. Good call, referee Colin Hawke. Stu Wilson, you must have sympathy for Colin Hawke today. What a job he's going to have.
Well, if he makes one wrong decision, according to the 40-odd thousand people here at Lancaster Park, he'll certainly hear about it. But this is a good start by Otago. A badly taken kick-off by Chris England for Canterbury.
Penne. Jeff Wilson. Penne again. Jamie Joseph at the goal line. The try is there for Joseph.
Well, look at the strength of the Otago forwards. The leader, Aaron Penne, first of all, and then the power of Joseph as he drives towards the line. The support from behind. Great start, Otago.
Well, again, you can look at two very bad, simple errors by the Canterbury team when they got themselves in this situation. Young Andrew Mertens failed to find touch. It was a bad takeoff by Chris England, and watch this. The Otago fans are bubbling with confidence.
Jamie Joseph's try is converted by Jeff Wilson. It's 7-0, and we've had 4 minutes gone first half. So the shield holders are rocked by the challengers, and Andy Rich rolls the right way, gets it to the bear, and Forster kicks deep. Phil Potter's on the run back there. Back go Canterbury, stacked up against their own line again, and they'll need time for composure.
That's what it's going to be, Keith. Who are going to be the big game players in this match?
Steve Basham, he has the wind at his back. Graham Basham put on the line. Let's see what the referee says. Well, put on the line, is it in or out? If it's on the touchline, it's out. So I think probably he's out there, but not called. See how Stu Forster is shouting the instructions, isn't it? A cacophony of sound here. At the highest level, hundreds of dBs. Decibels, that is. Look at all the ball Otago getting in the early stages.
Yes, good start there from Joseph, winning the one at the back, and Forster seems content just to turn the Canterbury pack around.
This guy's got a lot of pressure on him, Stu. Andrew Mertens.
Well, away off the ball, back on halfway, there was a little, let's say, some words spoken between Aaron Penne and Richard Lowe.
So Kronfeld is 7 for the Blues, and Gardner is 7 for the Red and Blacks. David Latter to throw. Sexton already has a cut on the side of his neck, you see. There may be a blood bin job there. Justin Cullen, a good jump. Forster finds Basham. What a superb pass. And a very good kick by Steve Basham.
Oh, that's sensational skills. This man just got a wonderful reverse pass from his halfback, Stu Forster. And I think this is where the game is going to be. The key figures in the game, Graham Basham to get the Canterbury forwards into action, and this little fella here, Stu Forster, to get the Otago back line into action. They're the two strength and strong areas of both sides.
Scotty England, number 5, going high. Canterbury seem to have settled a bit, but they're down by 7 points to 0. The early try to the informed man in the Otago team, Jamie Joseph. That's halfway there. Richard Lowe. Joseph gets him. Graham Basham. Mertens, look out for this guy. He plays well in the Shield atmosphere, we know that. Timu and Daryl Gibson catches the Otago and All Black fullback. Basham again. Tronfeld. Mayo Hoffler is number 12, has mauled it. Mertens is going to play scrum half. A nice kick out wide for Matson. Matson and Ellis. Tum by Matson and Mark Ellis, the two centres, straining for the ball. No time to take a breath. Kick to Paula Barley. Beautiful pass by Richard Lowe. Matson, Mayo Hoffler. Number 12, Mark Mayo Hoffler. They can't keep this pace up, surely not. Lowe plays halfback again. Phil Potter. Lowe has mauled that one, and it's on the deck. Mertens the halfback. Mayo Hoffler. Mertens again. Matson. It's a little game of basketball in there, short passing. Back on the Canterbury side. Richard Lowe, two superb halfback passes there. Have we had a penalty in the game yet? No early penalty in the first moment.
Just one free kick, Keith, but Graham Basham went down in the midfield in that movement with an injury. Lowe took on the responsibility to come into halfback and did it well.
Graham Basham seemed to kick it through then, try to disrupt the Otago scrum. Forster, Steve Basham. Steve Basham, the former Western Samoan international. It's appropriate that we welcome all our Pacific viewers this afternoon who are enjoying this action, I'm sure. We know about all the footy fanatics in the Pacific. You're very welcome to our telecast today on One World of Sport.
That shot there, you can see there's Tum by Matson out in centre, but Otago playing with the advantage of the wind. Look at the flag there of the touch judge. Basham kicking beautifully with that wind, angling it into that corner.
Sexton throws, palmed by England with the outside arm. Free kick Otago.
Well, outside arm by England, but I don't think he had the chance to use his inside arm. There was that much pushing and shoving in the middle.
It's a jungle in the lineouts. Forster, Rich, Pennant, Aaron Pennant, Forster. Joseph left that one behind. He sort of had his head up and looking. And here's the little Canterbury replacement halfback, Aaron Flynn. Todd Blackadder. Never underestimate the spirit of the Red and Blacks. There's the first full-blown penalty of the game against Josh Tronfeld. Flynn, the replacement scrum half. They really rate this guy down here in Canterbury. Aaron Flynn from Sydenham. Richard Lowe. A sticky patch of the field. Flynn, Mertens. Remember, he's got all the kicks, but he hesitated then. Gardner. Flynn away to Mertens. This is Tum by Matson. Halfway line. Another good rush by England. Flynn, Mertens, Phil Potter, Blackadder, Gardner. Mayo Hoffler at the 22. Phil Potter, Flynn, a lineup. Paula Barley. A super try from Paula Barley.
Very good ball control by the Canterbury team. Everyone's involved. This is on the show replay. You'll see the long pass there, and they just straighten it up. It's a 3-on-2 situation. There is the final pass. Paula Barley had men on the outside, had the speed.
Yes, on the shell replay, the ball got out to Paula Barley, who had come across very, very quick, very eager to score some points, and he did it well, dived across for Canterbury.
10 tries for Canterbury this year. The conversion to come from Mertens. 10 tries to Barlow on his own. It's away. The try by Paula Barlow is unconverted. Otago, the challengers, lead by 7 points to 5 after 13 minutes. McAtamney to Flynn. England, who was right out there when the try was scored, made the second to last pass. Todd Blackadder, he's one who's relished this Shield business in Christchurch. Flynn, Mertens. Penalty back at halfway. Well, it doesn't look like Graham Basham is in a hurry to get back on. I think that might be good night nurse for Graham Basham for this game.
Yes, looks like some sort of knee damage there from Graham Basham. He went down in a tackle. But Mertens, nevertheless, Keith, is doing a fine job of keeping the Canterbury pack going forward. He's reading it well. He's coming back onto the short side. There's a very disappointed Graham Basham.
Mertens, the kick through. It's not straight. Otago with a big weight advantage. Forster kicking down Jeff Wilson's wing. Meyer Hoffler. Mertens. Matson. Barley. Now it's going to be Barley against Cook. Gardner there. 22-metre line.
Well, it was a good kick from Forster, but the Otago backs didn't come up the middle of Lancaster Park. Then Canterbury attacked and got it out to Paula Barley, who nearly ran round Paul Cook. Otago under pressure.
Kronfeld is the one down for the moment.
Just confident back play then, Keith, by the Canterbury backs. They're a young side. When guys like Tumbai Matson, Paula Barley, Mark Mayhoffler get involved, they've come out with a very positive attitude, confident.
Just checking his neck. Tane Randall waiting in the reserves there. He could come into the game, and we know, as the captain of the New Zealand Colts, what a great young prospect he is. Kronfeld back in business.
Well, there's a real battle going on this side of the scrum here. Richard Lowe versus Rob Lawton. Two powerful men.
Blackadder, caught by Penang. Flynn, a nice little flick past Mertens. Matson got his pass through. Mertens, Flynn, Gibson, also in the New Zealand Colts this year. And goodness me, somebody took a tremendous stomp in there. John Timu getting some tough treatment at the bottom there. Aaron Flynn, what a big day for him today. He's actually a 25-year-old. He's waited for a long time behind Graham Basham as the Canterbury reserve. Flynn away to Mertens. Matson, the loop didn't work. That's the one where Philpott scored against Counties, I think. And Joseph balls it for Forster, who's kicked it up the middle of the field. Philpott. Again, he's outside the 22, I think. He had a quick look behind him. Let's look at that on the Shell replay. Well, you be the judge. due low, England. Joseph is getting the ball tossed to him, and he's getting good ball. Forster. Steve Basham. John Leslie, number 12. Forster. Basham, a good variation. Barley and Philpott across. Cook is there too. And it's a try for Steve Basham. Two vital kicks. One was a high bomb, the second for the corner, and Steve Basham followed up those two kicks and got the try.
Let's have a look on the Shell replay. It's going to be a high-scoring match. Forster got it out to Basham. The defence was up flat, so Stephen Basham put the little chip kick. Cook coming through. Paul Barley did his job. He got his hands on it, but there it came free. Stephen Basham in the corner.
Well, Stephen Basham showing all the skills here. This time it was his left foot, the little chip kick into the corner. Paul Cook does very well here. He hustles or bustles, makes it a little bit uncomfortable for the Canterbury defence. It's a scramble. Thank you very much. I'll take that.
Number 14, Jeff Wilson. That is bad luck in a teeter-totter game like we're going to see. Those ones that hit the post are going to be vital. The second look, the third look at this one. It rolled away from Barley. Basham, who kicked it originally, picked it up and was across. The Steve Basham try, his 6th this season, is unconverted. 12 points to 5. Otago are in the lead. A quarter of the game is gone as Mertens kicks this time. Rich. Otago have begun the match full of confidence. Basham drilling it for the corner, but it's gone across to the dead ball.
Yes, Keith, once again a big punt there from Stephen Basham, but Andy Rich doing the good tidying up work from the kick-off, getting it back to his first 5/8, who's playing position on the field.
Two tries to one. The first quarter of the game saw tons of action. Angus Gardner. Well, they got tickets. There's been a lot of controversy over the number of tickets issued for the people down south, but they got them. There's thousands of Otago supporters here today. Look at the Otago scrum there. Well, the Canterbury scrum has gone so well this year with Richard Lowe anchoring it in the front row. That time they went back and disintegrated.
Yes, just looking there on the Shell replay, that's a fantastic scrum from Otago.
Penad to Joseph. Two men trying to get back in the All Blacks. Forster. Latter. Offside play, a handy penalty for the challengers. The head of the hindmost feet. Offside called. There's the distance for Jeff Wilson. Through it goes from Wilson. It's a 10-point lead for the challengers after 23 minutes. Outside arm again. Did the referee notice? Straight to Matson. Paul Cook, left winger. Finds Forster, who finds Brewer. Kicked away by Gardner. Leslie down and up. Ellis, beautiful play by the two inside backs. Tyrrell. Forster. Bishop. Mark Ellis. Gang tackling there. 3 of them took Ellis down. Latter. Bishop. Leslie.
To me, one of the best runners with the ball we have ever seen for a long time in this country. Under a lot of pressure, back on their own halfway, between him and Mark Ellis, they quietly got themselves out of trouble and now back hard on attack on the Canterbury goal line. Sheer class, this Otago back line.
Sexton, again outside arm. Blackadder saw it that time, and he's offside. Let's have a look at the outside arm by Blackadder, number 8. Up he goes. See that there. But then when the ball comes back to him here, I think that was where he was offside.
I think that was a big call there from Colin Hawke. Keith, he called the knock on and then offside play by that Canterbury player. So it came off the Canterbury player and was claimed by another Canterbury player that was in front of the man that knocked it on. Big call.
Wilson after 27 minutes. He's hit the tin again. What bad luck. Matson clears it away.
Like Keith, there was a huge knock on by Mertens off the post. Colin Hawke missed it.
Well, we know what is at the end of every rainbow. The Ranfurly Shield is at stake today, and Otago are leading 15-5, and with a bit of luck, they could have been 20-5 with a conversion and a penalty which hit the post. So that was good luck for Canterbury, I guess. Flynn to Mertens. And look how Cook keeps it in play. Otago are trying to keep Canterbury rattled. A lovely sidestep by Paul Cook at halfway. Forster. Barlow waiting. Little Forster, only 76 kilograms. Stop the winger. Aaron Flynn, the replacement for Graham Basham. Mark Mayerhofer. They are looking a bit rattled out in the Canterbury backs.
Well, this is what happens when you put pressure on opposition and they get a little bit squeezed. They rush their decision-making. They rush their kicks. It was a shocker.
You'd be happy to see that, Wayne, as the last captain that challenged the Shield match here. That line-out tally.
Yes, we didn't start anything like this Otago team started. I think they'll be happy with the way things are going. Mind you, they do have the advantage of the wind, Otago, so they'll need to be points up at half-time.
Look at that from Rich. Forster in front of Basham to Leslie. Kronfelder's there, so is Joseph. He got the first try. He pushed off Gardner. Forster, is there a drop kick on? Steve Basham. It must have been very close.
That was the right option that Stephen Basham took. The quick drop goal. Gosh, it didn't miss by much.
Andrew Mertens, well, we thought he'd have a lot of drop kicks in the first 20 minutes. He hasn't had one for goal yet, and now one has gone out on the full. The Canterbury inside backs, those three 21-year-olds, Mertens, Mayerhofer and Matson, they're under real pressure in the last couple of minutes. Little errors have crept into their composure.
Well, a lot of heat on Andrew Mertens, no doubt about that.
Penne to Joseph. Takes it up to the new setter. Forster. Steve Basham. Leslie. Josh Kronfeld. Coming again for Otago. They've had a ton of possession in the first half an hour. But here's some coming for Canterbury. Mertens. Now Cook. Still running it. There's a bit of a case for a kick there from Cook back there, but he ran it up. And now Canterbury are going hunting. And they've got the leather. And Latta covers it across the touchline. 31 minutes gone. 15 points to 5. Look at the possession that the challengers have had in the first half hour.
Yes, both territory and possession in favour of Otago. Canterbury not gone, though. There's a lot of support playing on their home ground.
40,000 fans. Some great matchups in the lineouts and in the field of play. Cullen going high. And he's been lifted, says referee Colin Hawke. Justin Cullen. Stu Lowe. Into Andy Rich. Flynn. Mertens. Meyerhofer. Barley left it behind. Gardner.
Yes, there's those little elementary mistakes that they're making in the back line. They're doing loop arounds. They're just popping the pass up. No one's there. Against a very good side like Otago, Canterbury just got to tighten those areas up.
Good scrum there from Canterbury. Good the pressure on the back of the Otago scrum. Josh Kronfeld, a little bit urgent to get it out, knocked it forward.
Nick Moore, David Latta and Rod Lawton, the Australian. That's Lawton up there, the ex-Wallaby Test player, had 4 tests in '88. He's gone in against Richard Lowe today. Just like they did in those tests 6 years ago. Flynn away to Mertens. Matson. Aaron Flynn again. There's Mertens' first high one of the day. Timu Wedding. Gardner, 10 metres out. England, 8 metres out. Flynn, Mertens, Matson, Barley again.
Ladies and gentlemen, Barley is brilliant. Try number 2 to Paul Barley.
Well, this is a classy act here by Canterbury on the show replay. This Aaron Flynn is a beautiful little halfback. Come by Matson, found us some space. It's just quick hands to transfer. The ball will always beat the man. Paul Barley just proves it.
Shane Fulbot in at the fullback position, gave the overlap to Paul Barley. Fantastic dive. Another try, Canterbury.
Sadness for Graham Basham. Mertens with the conversion attempt. What a beauty from Andrew Mertens. It's underneath, though. That's the saddest look of the season. Out of the biggest game for Canterbury this year, Graham Basham. But Canterbury are back in the game and Otago know it. 15 points to 10. The second try by Paula Vale unconverted. Daryl Gibson kicks. Steve Basham tiptoeing down the touchline.
Well, I did look a high tackle to me on Stephen Basham. He's looking to the touch judge, the referee, pleading that it was a little high. It was around the neck.
Sexton threw it and got it. Knocked forward at the line-out, says referee Colin Hawke. It was finished. It was after the line-out. That one also bounced off Stu Forster's head. The Canterbury team are penalised at the front row for collapsing, not going in square. The two Lowe cousins and Matt Sexton.
Well, Colin Hawke obviously not going to put up with any trouble at scrum time, so he blew that one quick.
Shot at goal coming up.
Let's have a look on the Shell replay here and just see how low that Canterbury front row was. Richard Lowe goes to his knee. Colin Hawke had no hesitation, saying penalty Otago.
This is a 50-metre kick, but it's the kind of thing that Jeff Wilson could turn into points. Good attempt, left it short. Still 15 to 10, Mertens. Andrew Mertens letting the Otago players know that he's still a force and a factor in this game.
Yes, great kick, Keith. Otago just a little complacent there. Didn't have the field covered. Mertens found the hole and angled it into touch.
Mike Brewer. Penalty for Canterbury. Will Mertens have a shot from out here, or they go up towards the corner and get the throw in? Mike Brewer in charge of the Canterbury team. He captained Otago in 4 Ranfurly Shield challenges. Aaron Flynn into the game. The noise is amazing. The crowd has lifted the lid off Lancaster Park this afternoon. That was Mike Brewer at line-out time. But it's on the Otago side. Stu Lowe claims it.
Yes, that was a big line-out win by Brewer, but lost it on the ground. Canterbury just lost it forward. Otago scrum under pressure.
Wayne, how do you think Rob Lawton is handling Richard Lowe here on this side of the scrum?
I reckon we'll get a great look at it here, Stu. I think Lawton's going okay up to now, but the trouble's on the other side of the scrum with Nick Moore versus Stu Lowe.
But he was going back towards his own goal line. No knock on, so Jamie Joseph clears it to Basham, and he eases the pressure for the moment. 15 points to 10, half-time approaching.
Well done by Basham. Otago once again cool under pressure. I think the scrum held up well. Lawton did well, but there was a mistake from Forster.
Flynn. Brewer. 22 metres out. Flynn again, England. Caught by Rich. Flynn again. Mertens. Vale. Brewer. Gardner. Canterbury backs. Well positioned here. Mertens. Meyerhoffler left out. Matson. Otago now. Basham and Wilson. Ellis. Philpott at the 22.
I'm sure Mark Ellis wanted that kick to go further. Just didn't put enough weight on it. It would have been interesting to see the race if Philpott would have had to turn and chase.
It was a costly turnover by Canterbury. They had the ball, it spun out on the Otago side, and that's when Mark Ellis and co are very dangerous from that broken play.
Running time is 41 minutes in the first half. There's the score. Well, so far the game has lived up to its pre-match billing. We've had 4 tries, 2 each. That is the half-time score, 15-10. It's a beautiful game at Lancaster Park. Be with us for the second half. Otago, the challengers, in the lead by 5. And in the second division, Hawke's Bay at Rotorua beat Bay of Plenty 38-27. Southland won at Nelson over the home team. Northland won at home over Manawatu. And Wairarapa Bush beat Horapanua at Masterton. So in the second division, the top 4 next week will see Hawke's Bay play Bay of Plenty, a rematch of today's game, but in Napier in the semi-finals. Southland will play Northland at Whangarei. And at the bottom of the order, Horapanua will go down to the third division. And the third division results, Thames Valley won at Ashburton, but Mid-Canterbury took a bonus point. West Coast had a win at last at Greymouth over North Otago. Wanganui beat Poverty Bay at Wanganui, and Marlborough beat East Coast at Blenheim. And the top 4 for the third division next week, Wanganui will play at home against Mid-Canterbury, and Thames Valley will play Poverty Bay at Gisborne. Lancaster Park, don't forget the Air New Zealand double mystery escape. From which team did Canterbury win the Ranfurly Shield? The choices today: A, Waikato; B, Auckland; C, Hawke's Bay. The phone number 0900 66 999. Calls cost 99 cents per minute. Kids, you must ask your mum and dad first. What a match we are seeing at Lancaster Park this afternoon. Canterbury, the holders, in just their second defence, behind at half-time against the challengers, Otago. And the second half begins. It's 2 tries each, but 15 points to 10 to the challengers, Otago. Canterbury, a change of tactics early in the second half, shortening up the lineouts.
Yes, Brewer once again calling the tactical approach for Canterbury. Shortens the line out, they win the ball. No, Cullen's through.
Cullen took it off after it was tapped through. Forster. There's Robbie Lawton. Forster again. Joseph, who got the first try, tried to hand it off to Cronfeld. Well done, Joseph, to Forster. Daryl Gibson getting back for this kick. Wilson's got him. Jeff Wilson and Cronfeld. Canterbury minus Graham Basham. Mertens. Well trapped by Jamie Joseph near halfway. Joseph sets sail straight at Brewer, and Brewer pulled him down. Forster. Basham. Wide to Ellis. Timu is up. Cook. Trying to cut inside Paul Abale, but to no avail. The pace is fast and furious. Mertens. Joseph is out here again. What a game he's having, the big fella. Forster. Basham. .45 metres out. It's there for Forster again. Paul Cook. Forster again, still coming to the right, punching for the corner. Philpott.
That's very good ball control and ball retention by Otago. They're one of the better teams in the country that does that. They don't mind going backwards or even going across the field. As long as the ball is controlled, gaps will appear as Stephen Bashop found on the midfield there. That was a lovely run, Wayne. He put straight up the guts.
Yes, they like to break the attacks up the middle, don't they, Stu? But the intentions of Otago in the second half made clear right from the outset. They're going to keep attacking. They're going to try and score tries.
You can see in the close-ups when the players speak to each other, they've got to shout at the top of their lungs to be heard. That's because 40,000 other people are braying at the tops of their lungs as well.
Andy Rich having a great game, at that time called by Colin Hawke for support before the ball came in.
Mertens. Well caught by Steve Basham, having a marvellous display in his old home ground. Uh-oh, spoke too soon. Slide off the side to touch. The Hex. Sexton, who came into the game late beforehand, wasn't in the original team announced. Neither was Angus Gardner. Look at that crowd, 40,000 plus, jammed onto every vantage point. Flynn, Mertens, Timber waiting. Gibson through. Well, John Timu had his shirt almost pulled off his back there.
Yes, good take by Timu under pressure, but it's going to be important for Otago in the second half, Keith, to keep winning their share of possession, because I tell you what, Mertens is going to stretch them all over Lancaster Park with his tactical kicking.
Sight. The two number 7s in the headgears, Kronfeld and Gardner having a good tussle against each other. 15 points to 10. Otago lead, no change since the break.
The head of Richard Lowe in the middle of that big rumble from the Canterbury pack.
Mertens, Matson took it on the straight arrow pass, 22-metre line.
Watch out for Mertens, straight behind the Canterbury forwards, but it's going to Otago.
It was on, I think, for the droppy. Timu, a tactical kick, an attacking kick, and it's worked. Latter, Wilson.
Sensational. John Timu elected just to chip into open space instead of finding the touch. It was an awkward bounce. He hacks it on. Look at this. Now the key here is the captain, David Latter. He picks up, feeds the speed takes off, and then suddenly the captain says, I better have another go. No, I don't want it. Open goal line, sensational try.
Stu Forster, the one they call the Bear. The littlest guy on the field. Jeff Wilson was in it too. And they got reward for an attacking attitude. In a white-hot game, Timu kicked for attack. They got the try. Took 5 more points, the kicks away. Timu had the, what's the word, audacity, the cheek, and the confidence to build that one up right back on attack.
It's called vision. And that's what he's got. He's a class act.
The old log of wood hasn't been in Dunedin since 1957. The mark was called by Stu Forster. There it is. They beat Wellington that year. and lost it several weeks later to Taranaki, and which means that generations of Otago rugby people, good, keen Otago rugby types, have never seen the Shield in their city. I'm not saying it's going there yet, folks. There's a long way to go in this game. 33 minutes to go, in fact. Here's the Otago captain, David Latta. Free kick, Canterbury. Flynn. Angus Gardner. Someone was pulled back from getting to the ball, and it's a penalty for Canterbury. The posts are nearby. Nick Moore goes back.
Well, with just a 10-point advantage to Otago, it's important there that we see the possession still favouring Otago. Territory's evened up with the Canterbury turning with the win, but it's important Otago don't make mistakes on defence, because this fellow here lining up this kick, he can keep Canterbury within touch.
Burton's 32 points last time. Number 10 hasn't scored today yet. And now he has. And Canterbury are back in touch. Stay where you are, folks. Stay tuned.
Well, to lose Graham Bishop earlier, and now Richard Lowe in trouble with that forearm. Big losses.
Tyler Kelly, the 32-year-old, has been in the team for 9 seasons, is back into the game. Philpott at halfway. Slightly slippery and a bit muddy in there. Maxson is back. Wilson is through. Players too enthusiastic for Otago that time. They're offside.
Well, enthusiasm all round. I just wondered if Tupou Matson might have played it on the ground there. He seemed reluctant to let it go, but Mertens bangs it back down the field.
There are the flags coming out again. Another super kick by Andrew Mertens. You see Tyler Kelly there leaning over at the front from the Marist club, and he's the guy that's been in charge of the Ranfurly Shield since it's been in Christchurch. So he's come on for Richard Lowe, and I think Richard Lowe's gone for good. Tyler Kelly is off. So Wayne Graham, that's a big loss for Canterbury at scrum time, although Kelly is a fine player. That's difficult with Richard Lowe. He's been the main man up there.
Yes, the confidence factor too, Keith. I think, well, to lose Lowe and earlier Bishop. He's a hard man to get rid of, Richard Lowe.
Flynn. Beautiful tackle on him by Aaron Penne. Coming for Forster. Out to Bishop. Mark Ellis. Good tackle by Mayor Hoffler. Latta. Philpott is waiting here. Penalty for Otago. They've tapped it and taken the run. Cook.
Well, that's a bad miss there for Otago. There's Lowe.
Well, there they are, Lowe and Bishop on the sideline and off and out of the game at the moment, it would seem. doesn't look like Richard Lowe is going to come back on. Flynn, Mertens, Meyerhoffler, the big left footer, straight to Timu. His hair streaming in the wind. Timu takes it up to halfway. Lets it go to Joseph. To Ellis. Otago came here to play. And my word, they've done that.
They're going to keep attacking, Keith, but Stu, did you see in the midfield there when Otago looked like counter-attacking, the old tactician Brewer had come up in the middle of the field and shut them down.
Canterbury, Richard Lowe.
The tap is taken. And you probably saw going back along the 22, Richard Lowe is back in the game. Keller is off. There's Lowe, number 3, back on. Forster. That's knocked back by a Canterbury hand. Cullen through on Flynn. Deep kick by Flynn. Timu is back, and he's got players coming back to help him. So that's not to touch. Paul Abale. I think the Otago man there was Rob Lawton, just got out of the way.
Yeah, Rob Lawton didn't know what to do.
Philpott! A super tackle by Wilson. Jeff Wilson. He did a Gregan on Philpott. I think that Philpott was in if Wilson hadn't have stopped him. That's called doing a Gregan.
Yes, Jeff Wilson, immense pace to turn and chase. And the shell replay, look at Wilson come from behind, smothering tackle. The players, the support arrived, but there it was just lost forward.
Well, it all resulted from John Timu not finding touch. It was spread wide, come by Madsen. He just had a little look here. He saw Philpott coming through the gap. Jeff Wilson just put his foot down and spread the toes, nailed him.
And maybe Chris England might have got the try well, but he left it behind. High drama. Canterbury are within reach on the scoreboard and on the park. They're close enough, but it's an Otago put in here. Brewer's off.
That Otago scrum's working well in defensive situations. Gives Forster the room to clear.
Sexton throws. Brewer, Flynn, Mertens. Threw it away to Aaron Flynn. Daryl Gibson, the youngest player on the field. Flynn, Mertens, Otago up flat there. Timu waiting.
Hey, that was a call and a half. Timu was under pressure. He was on the ground with the ball, but Hawke blew it quickly to save Otago. Have a look on the shell replay. Timu, fantastic take under pressure.
Paul Cook gestured that it should have been a penalty for tackling the man with his feet off the deck. Steve Basham clears.
Well, that's a wonderful clearance. He just chewed the grass up there from Stephen Bishop. He's certainly got the kicking boots out today.
Not straight.
If Canterbury can produce players like Aaron Flynn, the reserve halfback that virtually has probably played all the game but 5 minutes, is a wonderful prospect.
From the Sydenham club, Aaron Flynn. 25 years of age. Been waiting for a long time to get some of the big games. And Graham Bashop's misfortune was his good luck. Steve Bashop's kick is not out. Gibson to Philpott. Well, that's an interesting option. Philpott's after it. Well taken by
Nick
Lawton,
Moore.
I think it was.
Nick
Moore.
Moore.
Flynn and Gardner, halfway line to the right. Richard Lowe's mauled it. Meyer Hoffler to Mertens. Timu. Slided to touch. Tiny little detail, but those Otago jerseys, they had to take the logos off the sleeves, remember, and that controversy about the sponsorship, but they've got a different version of it on, which probably doesn't break the rules. Mark Meyer Hoffler. Mertens, Philpott up. Gibson. Signal from touch judge Mike Fitzgibbon about the knock-on from Daryl Gibson.
Yes, Otago needing to get more ball in defensive situations. Canterbury starting to win the lineouts, starting to put the pressure on with the advantage of the wind behind them.
One world of sport, the last quarter of this dramatic Ranfurly Shield match. Otago trying to hang on to their lead, Canterbury trying to hang on to the shield. Mertens. Oh, clever delay. Matson. Look how he stands in the tackle, the big, strong centre three-quarter. Ellis had him. Gardner's off. Blackadder. Flynn. A bit hurried. Who wants it? Cook. Bit slippery there. Philpott gets it up and away. Matson. Pops it over the top. Barley knocks it on. Advantage playing. John Leslie. Philpott gets it again. Referee has gone back for the knock-on by Paula Barlow near halfway. Not so many flags waving now. Some of those people are exhausted, tired and emotional. But what a scene, what a sight it's been at Lancaster Park. Otago reserves watching from the sideline. Well, Graham, you were the captain here last time in '84. I think we beat 44-3-1. What a tremendous effort they're putting up against Canterbury this time.
Yes, very difficult. There's the Otago mascot there.
Shaq, his name is actually the Otago Nuggets basketball mascot.
He's actually finding it quite at home here at Lancaster Park. We're hearing the Otago roar come. There's quite a few blue and gold flags coming out on the terrace. The home side, look at that for support in Christchurch, but the Otago side, the home crowd is getting outroared.
Yes, they are screaming Otago at the moment. Forster, Basham, Cook, one to beat. 20 metres out. Mertens, a light up for Canterbury. He kicks. Timu. It skipped past him off the slippery mud there. That was an amazing bounce. Now Timu will play safe. Or will he? You never know with this guy in the mood he's in today. Gardner. Forster finds Leslie, who finds his old mate Ellis. Basham, John Leslie, Josh Kronfeld. Forster. This is where he's at his absolute best. Big Nick Moore, the rumble. Forster again. And that's skied wide. Lots of invention from this little guy.
Well, rubbing his head there, Stewie Forster. The bear, he's not going to lie down. He's going to give it everything he's got. That time a mistake at the last moment. He perhaps should have gone left, but he chose to go right and just put it over the line.
29-year-old Chris England got a nice line-out take. Back to Mertens. Timu covered the bounce.
Well, it's breathtaking rugby at times. This Otago backline equal to the task of the Canterbury team.
Flynn skying to centre to Mertens. Angus Gardner taking his chances at the number 7 shirt this season in fine style. Richard Lowe, 25 metres out. Flynn, Brewer, Philpott. Penalty for Canterbury. Otago players up over the offside line, ahead of the hindmost foot, and this will be a shot for goal. Remember, in the Ranfurly Shield rules, if you're watching us overseas and not quite familiar with the rules of the Shield matches, a draw means the Shield stays with the home team. So Otago have to win. A draw is as good as a loss in this rugby. Cantabrians, red and blacks everywhere in the stand. Anxious looks. 13 minutes to play. Safe kick. A try will get Canterbury into the lead now. Cook is off the field after that strong run down the left wing side. So Andre Bell is into the game. Cross on the left wing. Good jump there by Penne. Wilson on the left wing. Andre Bell is there. Advantage to Canterbury. Flynn, Mertens, a line-up. Advantage to Otago here for a knock forward. Advantage for Otago. Timu. The advantage is now over, says the referee. Basham. Beautiful hands, Forster. Joseph. Forster. England. Philpott decides to hold. 11 minutes left. And that is a cruel kick for Otago's hopes. But one that will lift the Canterbury fans and team again.
Look at one of the first men up there on the line out, Richard Lowe.
So Otago is shortening the line-out, so Canterbury have got to get 5 of their forwards out. Or back 10 metres. They can't hear what's being said. What will Canterbury do here? They must win the game. Brewers decided to have a shot for goal inside the last 10.
Yes, Mike Brewer, the collector of points. He says we'll rather have 3 We'll take them as they come, he says. Come on, guys. Think about it. Mertens, you can do it.
Might come down if he gets this one to a Mertens drop goal attempt. 20 points to 16. That's what it is right now. He's an amazing young man. Under real pressure, he's closed the game right up.
Otago playing the last quarter. They've had plenty of ball. I think they've got to get the ball in his hands and knock it into the corner. Start attacking from the Canterbury. So many counter-attacks.
Coming for Flynn now. Back to Mertens, a charge down. Gone to Leslie. Aaron Pennant. So, coming for Forster now. They're looking for another droppy. No, it's another attacker from Steve Basham. There was Andre Bell ahead there. He's knocked it down, no knock on. Flynn kicking to touch. Some very tired young athletes coming across the field. Look at that. They must be exhausted, Wayne.
Yes, it's been played at tremendous pace, but the Otago side, if they have a chance playing into this wind, they've got to keep their hands on the ball.
That's what I expect to see Stephen Basham do more in this last 5 to 7 minutes. Kick more of it.
The Canterbury side will be looking for position on the field.
England, Flynn, Mayo Hopler. Timu should just get that one out, he does so. An amazing atmosphere at Lancaster Park, 40,000 fans. And for some of them, generations of Otago people, they're crossing their fingers and hoping. And here's a young man I think would probably itch to get a drop kick attempt.
Well, he's certainly going to have to look for it. Time is running out.
Here it comes. Matson. Good setup. Is this the one? Is this the one? Hearts were thumping then. It's just away. No change, 20 to 19.
Standard move, standard Canterbury move. Matson, Canterbury win the line out. Matson charges up. Mertens back in behind the Canterbury pack. And it just slid past the right-hand upright.
Well, this is where he was going to have a chance. It came from this ruck. He was right in behind it, gave himself plenty of time. He struck it very well, as he normally does. And again, that's just way to the right.
Six minutes for Canterbury to get 1 point and hold the Shield. Basham was outside that time.
Yes, definitely outside the 22, Stephen Basham. If Otago to win the Shield, they've got to get the ball.
Not straight. Oh, that was a crucial one. The drop kick could have been on again for Mertens.
Yes, big mistake, Keith, of Otago to take the Shield after all these years. They've got to maintain position and keep it away from Andrew Mertens.
Keep it away from Mertens. That'll be the call. 20 points to 19. We saw a man at the airport this morning who, from Dunedin, came up, shook me by the hand and showed me his wife's ashes in a box. A young man aged late 30s. He wanted his wife to be here when Otago lifted the shield. Well, it's in the lap of the gods now.
Stewie Forster puts it in a touch on the ball. Once again, a Canterbury line out inside the Otago half. Look out for Mertens.
Was that one straight? Mertens. Gardner. Halfway. Otago won't want to infringe from anywhere back here. The Wizard of Christchurch is here. He won't like that score one bit. Penne. Timu. Bell. Philpott. Matson. Presents it for the next man. Aaron Flynn. Mertens. Not a bad one. He slipped, but he'll need to be at his best composure because Canterbury will try for the drop kick here for sure.
I think they'll do a similar situation as before. They'll use Tumbai, Matson and Mark and Mayhoffler to take one up in the middle, set the ruck in the middle of the post, and allow Andrew Mertens the opportunity.
Hey, Stewie, Otago put in. If Otago ever wanted to win a line-out in the last 20 or 30 years, it's this one. And two-handed, preferably.
In the last 37 years and 3 days, I would suggest, Wayne. That's the last time the Shield was in Dunedin. Nobody jumped, but Penne got it.
Aaron Penne took it flat-footed.
Leslie puts it down. Now here's the chance for Canterbury. They have to put in. One more chance. Andrew Mertens.
Well, he's certainly not lined up to take the drop goal. It's more like a set move from the scrum. Todd Blackadder maybe off the back, or a pushover.
If Otago ever wanted a big scrum, this is it. Rod Lawton, Nick Moore, David Latta, give it to them.
Ranfurly Shield rugby. This is as good as it gets. Blackadder. It's there for Flynn. Mayhoffler. Desperate situation. Now it's Mertens. Oh, that's a penalty! The pain. The shot is there. The last minute of play. Was penalised. This will keep the Shield in Canterbury for the summer if it goes over. Andrew Mertens. David Latta concedes. The Wizard is delighted. There are thousands of people on the field as the game goes on. Canterbury in the the lead, 22-20. 37 years and 3 days, and some more time, surely, that the Shield will miss being in Dunedin.
Well, little Andrew Mertens has done it so well for Canterbury. He kept collecting the points and has finally put them 2 points in front.
Ladder throws. Cronfell has it.
Canterbury!
Running time is 42 minutes. Surely the next time is the end of the ball game. Ballet. Watch the referee. Quick throw in. Leslie. Ellis. Gibson has it. Desperate situations, desperate measures. It's over. Mertens. Mayhem. Desperate disappointment for one of the all-time greats in Otago rugby, David Ladder. And the hopes of the Otago team beaten. The red and black flags are high, but only just. The final score, Canterbury 22, Otago 20. The Shield stays in Canterbury till 1995.
Mike Brewer, have you ever been in a more nerve-tingling provincial match than that?
Probably the last one like that, I think, was the Shield Challenge in '88 when we lost to Auckland. Yeah, fantastic.
You were behind for all the game, apart from that last minute. What was the instructions to the troops?
Make sure we win by 1 point. Yeah, no, it's just really, you know, keep the pressure on. Just with that win, it was a matter of getting our hands on the nut, just getting some, you know, some quality ball, and then getting the ball down there, winning the ball once we got back down there, and you know, putting some pressure on them. Hopefully they made mistakes, and you know, I'm not sure who gave away the last penalty, but you know, that's what it's about: pressure and Ranfurly Shield football.
So you never gave up hope?
No, I didn't. It was got close to after Stewie scored that, you know, that great try that they set up from the back there, and then they were attacking us straight after that. I thought if they'd scored then, things would have been pretty difficult, but it was just a matter of getting down there, putting them under pressure, and hopefully if the tries didn't come, the penalties would come, and you know, with our luck, it certainly came off.
Oh, it was a high tempo. It was great. It was hard. It was everything, you know, that you expect from you know, I think from Otago and Canterbury. You know, it was just a great clash. You know, we're playing for the pride of the island, really. You know, the 2 First Division sides in the South Island, and at the moment they've got it.
You've got to feel very proud of that Otago team, Dave.
Oh, very proud. You know, once again to say disappointed. You know, for JT his 100th game, and you know, we couldn't give him the win that, you know, everyone likes to have on their 100th game, and you know, that's just life, and I think we'll remember this game for a long time yet.
Well, the commentators have had a very hard job this afternoon picking the man of the match from the Canterbury-Otago game. And surprise, surprise, he's in fact won this before. Andrew Mertens, you've been picked up by the commentators as the player of the day. An outstanding performance by Canterbury. Tell us what you felt like when you were taking that last shot at goal.
Well, to tell you the truth, that was the most confident I felt for the whole game. You know, we were down by a few points at quite a lot of times, and Otago would, you know, for most of the time, and Otago was defending so well that it really was going to be a struggle to break through and get in front. So to get that penalty and to get such a close one was, you know, probably the first thought I had was of confidence, and then when I finally sort of scraped through, it was relief.
Was that the most intense game you've played?
Yeah, probably. I don't know, I think the counties game was a wee bit different in that we didn't expect such a big crowd, and we got it. See, we've been building ourselves up having such a big crowd and everything, so I don't know, but it was the toughest, definitely the toughest and the most, yeah, probably the most intense.
Yeah. Well, I can understand.
The short answer was yes, okay.
Yeah, that's all I needed. Well, the sponsors of the Shell Ranfurly Shield, Shell have come up again with their souvenir phone card presentation pack for you, Andrew, as the player of the day, and I'm sure that you'll put those to good use.
Well, I'm not so sure I agree with you once again, so it'll probably go into team funds, and some of the boys might be making some toll calls or whatever, so, but I really enjoyed it, and thanks very much to Shell for providing this.
Well, sadness for Otago, but jubilation for the Canterbury team. The Shell Ranfurly Shield stays here in Christchurch over the summer. What a great match at Lancaster Park. You couldn't ask for better. And of course, the game also doubled as an Air New Zealand NPC First Division game. And with the full list of details from today's matches, here's Keith Quinn.
And in the dramatic Air New Zealand First Division results today, Canterbury took 4 points from Otago at Christchurch and retained the Ranfurly Shield. Otago took a bonus point for scoring within 2 of the Canterbury team. And there'll be despair in Taranaki tonight. At Tukuita today, King Country beat Taranaki by 16-12. And at Hamilton, Auckland beat Waikato by 37-15. On the table, the vital match tomorrow, Wellington has to beat North Harbour to make the top 4. And at the bottom, it's Taranaki who are destined for second division football next year.
So some great rugby coming up next weekend in the semi-finals of the Air New Zealand NPC. Well, now it's time to bring you the details of today's Air New Zealand Mystery Escape competition. Of course, the answer was simple. It was Waikato. And the winner of the Mystery Escape is Jeff Dillon from Dunedin. The secondary prize is won by Don Fitness from Morrinsville. Well, it's been a marvellous day of exciting rugby here at Lancaster Park. Tomorrow, New Zealand's big game will take you to Takapuna for North Harbour against Wellington in the NPC. Until then, it's good afternoon from Lancaster Park and Christchurch, the home of the Shell Ranfurly Shield.
Hi, I'm Van Stewart. I've got the last word today. We had a big battle today at the Canterbury beating Otago, and we're pleased to have the Shield over the summer, and all the players inside are absolutely delighted.